That even that number seemed obscene at the time, or pretty much most of my childhood. $1 million, anything, a millionaire seemed so rich and unbelievable. So I'm fortunate to have been blessed with the talents I've had and the work ethic to get there.
How does it feel to be the third most important celebrity from Fairfield High behind J.J. Henry and John Mayer?
It's interesting. We all went into the Hall of Fame at the same time, and it was pretty cool. And all my friends out here on tour say, "Man, what was your high school like? If every time we see someone on TV, they went to your high school?" And we were all just pretty normal kids and grew up having fun together. And it's so exciting to see him sell out Madison Square Garden and J.J. Henry play for the Ryder Cup. And it's pretty wild that there's something in the water, I guess, growing up in Fairfield.
So you were VP of the ATP Tennis Council starting in '06. Were you poised for leadership in the organization? You must have found it important that you exert some leadership over the players or with the players.
I did find it important at the time. I spoke to some of the senior members on the council and some of the veterans on tour, like Todd Martin, and he had done that role. And he told me it was something that was worthwhile to do, to be a part of, seeing how I sort of tried to follow in his footsteps. And it was something that was enlightening. Unfortunately, not in the best way, because it shed light on, unfortunately, how little the players have a say. We're out here, we're doing our best, we're competing for a lot of prize money and a lot of fans, but the executives, the people behind the scenes, are the ones that really have the power, and we learned that on that council. And we had some influence on the players, but it's a difficult sport to unite the players.
So you wave the proverbial magic wand. How do you change the sport in a day on the business side?
If there was a way to make a union,
yeah,
and to have all the players competing together for the same on the same agenda. If they're all working towards getting prize money increased, getting our health insurance better, getting our pension better, any sort of universal ideas that we all have, but the little things are splitting us. And if there was a way to put all the players together and work together with the executives, I think it'd be a better system.
Yeah, and the business of tennis seems to be interesting. Has the business of tennis changed since when you broke in as a pro in 1999?
Well, it's definitely improving. We've got a Harvard guy in charge, and Adam Helfant, so I like that. He's been doing a great job. He's secured a title sponsor in Corona, and I think we're branching out into something like that. I think a few years ago it wouldn't be possible to have a sponsor like Corona, and so I think he's done a great job in branching out in that way. And otherwise, it continues being similar, and it's just a matter of selling the TV rights and getting it on TV. It's a sport that's sometimes difficult to box up and give to a channel, to a station, because there's no time limit. A basketball game, you know how long it's going to be. A football game, you know how long it's going to be. A tennis match could be 45 minutes or 4 hours.
So how are the players different? Are they more aware of their circumstances?
The players physically are much bigger and stronger. When I came on tour, I think I was one of the bigger guys at 6'1", 180 pounds, and now I feel pretty small in the in the locker room, out on the court. There's guys that are 6'10", 6'9". A lot of guys that are 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", and I'm sort of fighting an uphill battle. But in terms of being aware of what's going on, definitely the players are more in tune with the business side of things. I think the globalization of the sport has made it so there's a lot more stars in smaller markets. You've got stars from Serbia, stars from Japan, stars from all over the world, whereas I think when I started, there was just a few countries that really dominated the sport.
One of the top African-American tennis players, does that bestow an obligation or create an opportunity?
It provides an opportunity. I really feel like, who was it said, pressure is just an Billie Jean King said, pressure is a privilege, and I've always thought it was just an opportunity to do something great, because without pressure, you're probably not doing something that everyone else cares about. And so I've got the pressure. I know there are a lot of people looking up to me. They're looking up to the Williams sisters that wouldn't necessarily be involved in tennis otherwise. And it really makes a difference to me when I hear kids say that I'm their favorite player, or they want to be like me, or parents say they're happy to come watch my matches with their kids. That means a lot to me, and it really means a lot to my mom. And I know that when she's sitting in the stands, and I hope it just shows them that they did a good job, I hope.
All right, so you're 31 years old now. For the next 31 years, is James Blake going to be known more as a tennis player, a businessman, or something else?
That's a good question. I think there's only a few more years left I'll have to be known for tennis, so I'd love to be known for being successful in business. You see a few athletes, former athletes that have gone into politics and been very successful there. with the likes of Bill Bradley, but you know, possibly business or politics or something like that.